Hey, Michael Church, Crawl Space Ninja. Are you thinking about doing some DIY work in your crawl space? Are you considering insulating the foundation walls? We've got a great product and some install tips on how to insulate your crawl space walls with Insul Barrier. Stay tuned. So recently we did a video, basements and crawl space insulation options. Do foundation walls need to be insulated? A lot of crawl space companies out there do not insulate foundation walls whenever they encapsulate the crawl spaces. So I decided to do this video that talks about why you should. We got a comment on this video and I just wanted to read it to you. It's from Mike Cito in the comment section. He goes, DIYer here that used the Insul Barrier for my crawl space encapsulation. It was easy to work with, insulates well, and looks great. Definitely recommend. Putting vertical lines of spray foam behind to create an air gap is a great idea. I attached 1x2 first strips to the block foundation with Tapcon screws, which worked well, but was very time consuming. If you're new to Crawl Space Ninja, we talked about crawl space encapsulation, basement waterproofing, air quality, ways to make your home more energy efficient. We hope you'll follow us on Facebook and also subscribe to our channel and ring that notifications bell. This is what the Insul Barrier is. If you're not familiar, it's basically about a 5 different sheet level of insulation. But the problem is, by itself, it's only an R8.7. What Mike Cito was talking about, furring out the wall, was to create an air gap between the Insul Barrier and the foundation wall, and that can get it to above an R10 and in many cases an R12. Here is Craig's wall before he started. As you can see, he left the R19 insulation up in the floor joist, and what a lot of people don't realize, they ask me this all the time, do I need to remove the R19 insulation? The only time we recommend that you remove the insulation between the floor joists, whether it's rock wool or whatever, is if you got a mold problem or a moisture problem. So if the wood has become damp and saturated and the insulation is damp and saturated, go ahead and remove it. But Craig did not have a mold or moisture problem. He just encapsulated his crawl space to help protect it even more. What he did was he left the R19 in place, which is great. Then he, as you can see, sealed the vents. Then he took our spray foam starter kit that I'll put a link down below in our insulation section of our DIY store. You can get the gun and the spray foam and the adhesive, and you can create these little spray foam lines from just under the top block all the way down to the subfloor, and that'll set up really fast. You could probably use the first strips like Mike was talking about in the comment, but that's a little bit of a slower process. So one of the things we discovered was to create an air gap using the spray foam. A lot faster. You can go through about every 24 inches is what he said. He put these little air gaps for the Insul Barrier to go over. Then he installed Insul Barrier. He used the Hilti GX3, which, by the way, if you're looking to do it yourself, you can rent those from us. The DX5 and the GX3 are rentable if you want to use those from our DIY store. So he attached the Insul Barrier across the top, just like you would your normal vapor barrier, but this is obviously insulation vapor barrier. So now he's got an R12 insulation on his foundation walls. He said it went pretty quick, and as you can see, it's only about 4 feet tall. It's 25 feet long, so it's about 100 square feet of insulation. His walls were a little bit taller than 4 feet, and I'm going to show you what he did with that. So he's got the first layer going up. Then he decided to install the second layer. He used the GX3 to snap up that bottom layer, and then he taped those 2 layers together, and that last layer is actually draping down onto the ground. You can bring the ground plastic up the wall and then tape right along that bottom section, so that way you've got a constant vapor barrier from just below the sill plate all the way down to the ground level. My name is Michael Church with Crawl Space Ninja. We hope you make it a happy and blessed day. Please like this video down below if you don't mind. Make it a happy and blessed day, and we'll see you later.